Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the Caden Games YouTube channel. My name is Caden, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to script in Roblox. This is the first video in my beginner scripting tutorial series, so I'm sure there will be a lot more videos coming, so make sure you do stay tuned and subscribe for more. So let's get started. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you about properties, which are something that you really need to start learning how to script in Roblox. By the way, if you do not know what scripting is, I'm going to assume you do, then scripting is just how you make things do and how you make things happen in a game in Roblox. So if you wanted a part to change color at a specific time, you'd use a script for that, which I will be teaching you how to do. But first we need to learn properties. So a property are set values of different objects in a game. So for example, you see this part here. By the way, if you do not know how to insert a part, you just have to press the home tab or other tabs and press the little block with the part label, and you can insert a part and you'll get sort of a block like this. And one of the basic studio tools, if you press Control 1, you can move the part around. If you press Control 2, you can get more precise movements with the part. And Control 3 is scale, and so like this you can change the size of the part. Control 2, move, like I said. Control 4 is rotate, so you can rotate the part on very, very specific axes. You can also use Control R to rotate a part, like that, and it'll rotate it 45 degrees. Or you can also press Control T to flip the part. So a property is basically something about an object in the game, which are also known as instances. Everything in this game is an instance. The part is an instance. This spawn right here is an instance. If you look over here, started UI is an instance. Actually, technically not. If I insert a int value, which you won't know what that is probably, but I will be teaching in this series. If I insert an int value into server-script service, which technically you would not put that there, but that's considered an instance. So whenever I say that, that's what I mean. So this part instance here, you see these properties over here, such as the color of the part, the name of the part, the size, the position, lots of other things too, like anchored, can collide. Those are all different properties. And by the way, to open the properties window, you can just go over here to view and press properties, and that'll toggle that window. And Explorer you also want to open. Explorer is how you can navigate different things inside of your game. For example, here's workspace in the Explorer on the right here, and part is inside workspace. Same with the spawn location, the camera, the terrain, the base plate, stuff like that. So if we click this part, one of the properties that you can change is the name. And you can change it here, or you can also just select it here and type in the name like that. So if I wanted to call it instance, you can do it like that. Or you can also go up here, and by the way, you can search the properties. That's what I like to do because it's faster. And then you can change the name to instance 1. There you go. So that is the name property. Some of the also very important properties for parts is the color. You can change brick color like this, and you get a nice color picker. Or you can also use an RGB value, which I will be teaching you what that is eventually. Basically, it just means red, green, blue, and it goes up to 255. So if you do 255, 0, it's going to be totally red. So that is good. I'm just going to, Control Z is to undo things. So if I didn't want that to be red anymore, I could Control Z, and it would go back. If you click the part, another important property is the material property. You can change this to, for example, brick, and that is now brick. Roblox has default materials that you can use. Another very important property is anchored. So if you set anchored to true, if I put this up in the air, then it's not going to fall. But if anchored was to false, here, wait, I'll show you. So it's up in the air right now. If I change anchored to false, then if we go over here, by the way, the test tab, you can test your games. So it's not play here now. If I press run, the part will fall. And that is because the anchored property is equal to false. So it uses gravity, technically. So if I make anchored true, let's do it, and then we run the game, it's just going to stay floating in the air. Another very important property is the can collide property. And this just basically means if your character can walk through the part or not. So right now, can collide is true, meaning that I'll hit the part if I walk up to it. If you wanted to make a part so you could walk through it, you'd make this false, which is just unchecking the property. And of course, you can edit properties inside scripts, which we will be doing next video. But that is basically it for properties. There are a lot more, and each different instance has different properties. For example, if I create a int value again, one of the specific values for an int value, which is an integer, also known as a number, data types we'll be covering in a future video. If I highlight on this value here, one of the properties that this has that a part doesn't is the value property, and since it's a number, I can set this to whatever I want. And so yeah, each different instance has its own properties, such as the camera property, or the camera instance, has its own properties compared to the other one. And also, lighting has tons of properties on the sun and the time of day. So if I wanted to change the time of day to totally dark, 24, that'd be about midnight, it would be dark. So that's how you do that. And that is basically what properties are. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll try my best to help you out as much as I can. And make sure you do subscribe for more Roblox scripting tutorials. And if you have a specific question or a video that you'd like to see, like I said, leave it in the comments, and I will do that for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.